Hello everyone, it's Danger Blue Danny. I know it's been about 2 weeks. I've been going out through a lot recently. But yeah, I guess we should talk about Chemically Bonded, since I think we're gonna be done in the next few episodes. I'm gonna try to get these out as quickly as possible. I know somebody's been waiting for them. I know somebody's watching them. So yeah. Alright, let's get into it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I guess we'll figure that out. Alright, let's go. Arriving to class, submerged in a tide of classmates bursting through the door, the ample morning sunlight splashes around the room, lighting the way to my desk. Another morning, another day's worth of fun. What with our outing now arranged, all I can do is eagerly wait the day's events to pass by. Sat routinely at my desk as life monotonously turns on. Oh my goodness. Kyoko, a little less apathetic, quickly arrives to class behind the fuss, striding to a short distance to her desk cheerfully with her face lit up by the morning sun. An endearing sight, her features glowing perfectly as her smile glistens and her hair sways under the spell of her own movement. As the minutes to the start of class churn away, I watch her actions carefully, my only real chance to see her in her own world. Taking out ruffled stacks of papers from her bag, she places them in her desk with care and begins reading. It's not as spectacular as I imagined, but seeing her in study mode is certainly a rarity in itself. No wonder she's so intelligent. She has to get it from somewhere. Despite being the second member of the club, I can't really join in with the tame side of science. Her intellectual side, massive zest as attacks life with vitality. At least in the club. Either way, it's nice to see Kyoko engaged in what she wants to be doing. Lifting her head and peering around the room, inspecting her environment, Kyoko quickly meets her eyes with mine. I start out looking quickly disgust, following suit. Raising her petite body from her seat, she makes her way to my desk. With the start of class seeming like a dream away, speaking to her before we start can't be all that bad.
Do you enjoy looking at girls whilst they're trying to study?
I don't know how to answer that.
How would you like it if I stared at you?
I wouldn't really care. It is Kyoko after all.
Okay, fine.
Taking a firm stance before my desk, Kyoko locks eyes with mine. A staring contest of sorts now firmly underway, despite me not really being into it. You blinked.
Do I care?
You're cute when you're angry.
You're cute when you're angry. Wait. Ah!
Stepping back from my desk, the winner of this bout is firmly decided. See, they are doing typos. Kyoko, now increasingly flustered, covering her face with her hands as glimpses of her redness cheeks peek through.
You can't just say that. Where's your evidence?
Right in front of me.
Huh?
Anyway, class is about to start. You should head back to your desk. As much as I could banter with her all day, the stern look from the teacher isn't doing either of us any good. Leaving my desk with a pout, Kyoko turns to return to her spot in class. Her silky chocolate hair left swaying behind her as it flows down to her back. In contrast to her usual done-up ponytail.
Oh, wait. What are your plans for later?
Meet Naomi at the gym and just work our way from there.
Isn't that a little ill-prepared? You need a methodology.
You need to sit down.
I'm just concerned.
Her face now woeful. There's nothing I can do but try to ease uneasiness in her heart. Don't worry. If you were best friends with Naomi before, it shouldn't be too hard for the chemistry between you to come back
Is
again.
that a pun?
It wasn't intentional.
It was.
Leaving it there with a smile, Kyoko makes her second attempt to return back to her desk, this time a little more successful. Despite her uneasiness, Naomi should be feeling the same, but at the end of the day, I don't see them having any trouble. With smiles like theirs, they'll be able to enjoy themselves no matter what we do. Sorry, I was rubbing my head. The clock hitting noon. The apt timing for lunch arrives swiftly with the class dismissed in the usual manner. A hectic chaos of everyone lunging for the door as the teacher tries keeping that mess under control. Holding myself back, I watch the crowd thin out before deciding to make my own move. A quick stroll past Kyoko's desk is enough to tell me she is in the coming.
I'm going to stay here. I need to study for a bit.
What? With midterms coming up? They aren't for a while, and surely you'll smash them. She's always at the top of the leaderboard for national, let alone local exams. A midterm should be nothing to her.
No, it's... Move it! I'll tell you later.
Feeling myself dragged by the dregs of the crowd, Kyoko quickly disappears out of sight. Myself alone, now in the corridor huddled by a moving sea of people heading towards the cafeteria. The crowd is chanting their normal hums of muddled conversation as people pass by one, group by group. Taking myself to the side, so far out of the way to avoid blocking traffic and a hectic stampede before me, I unsheathed my phone from my pocket. Naomi's picture staring back towards me on the screen, the idea to message her about later springing into my mind. Following suit, a tiny bubble appears on the screen, my message is neatly contained within. It's okay for you to meet? Is it okay for you to meet after class? A simple question now awaiting what I can only presume to be a not so simple response. Continuing on with the tide of people, another glance at my phone shows the message has been read. Somewhere, on the same roof, the same sky, Naomi's received my words. The wonders of technology quickly irrelevant in my mind as a hand grips my shoulder. The feeling of deja vu, of fear, now in its place.
Of course it's okay. We planned it yesterday, right?
Thumbnail? Thumbnail? Oh damn, I can't see the... Isn't it a little cheap to be doing this
Grabbing
again?
your tie.
Yeah, can't you be a little more creative?
I didn't know you cared so much. I only wanted to get your attention.
Hello, works.
Hello. You're lucky I see you as somewhat of a friend now. Otherwise, I would have kicked you.
Really?
I was joking. Of course you're my friend. I still might kick you if you're not careful, though.
Waving it off, Naomi smiles brightly amidst the backdrop of trailing students late for lunch. Her hair tied up neatly in a ponytail, the anatomy of Kyoko's chosen do. And they swap places. Right. It's like she has her hair tied up, and Kyoko doesn't have her hair tied up anymore.
What are you staring at?
Nothing.
Anyway, I have to be somewhere, you know?
I don't.
I'm looking forward to school finishing. You're lucky. I've never been so excited about meeting a guy after school before.
Disappearing into the thin sea of students around us, it makes her leave as I check the time on my phone. Enough of it left to grab some lunch and make my way to class. My own emotion is looking forward to the end of the day too. The official reunion of two friends. It's something a small chat at lunch can't hold a candle to. I guess reunion would be a good title. The tranquil chime of the bell marking the end of class. Yet again, the typical fervor ensues of the bubbly brunette at the front of the class peering backwards. Like a chaotic reaction shooting out of the test tube, but her energy doesn't cease to amaze me.
Are you going to just sit there?
Shouting through the class enough to turn a few heads, it's clear that she's become a bit too chaotic. Calm down, take it easy. If you want me to go with you with the nurse's office, I will.
There's nothing wrong with me.
A few giggles shimmering through the rest of the crowd's idle gossips, I stand from my chair and make my way to her desk. The pallor perched on her face quickly changed into a classical smile that's come to warm my heart.
Shouldn't we get going? She's probably waiting for us.
You're right. Abdominal guard. Add it to things like, what is the abdominal guard? Oh, well, she's about to read it. So, despite us being friends, I still rather not face the wrath of angry Naomi. The thought of buying an abdo guard has passed through my mind more than once. Oh, getting punched? Is that like supposed to like guard you from getting punched? Let's see. Isn't that just great? Abdo guards, short form of abdo guards, are item for gear or protect the sexual. The sexual? Oh, a cup. Oh. Okay, so it's a cup basically. Good to know.
So let's go.
Rising from her chair, following to my footsteps, I quickly find myself joined by Kyoko. Moving down to the corridor at a pace between haste and trying to still seem like normal people at any onlooker. But who can blame us? Both of us looking forward to reigniting their friendship. Their hearts brighter than any star in the night sky. If I had knew fixing their friendship would be this easy, I would have told Kyoko what Naomi's feelings were long ago. But there wouldn't be any fun in that. Over the past few weeks, my own friendship I've developed with these two girls have certainly become meaningful. Oh my god, sorry, I gotta slow down. I can't imagine a typical high school life without them. This should be their last year though, right? Because they're all 18. Stepping into the naturally lit cadence of the school gym, our footsteps echo quickly percussion to the syllable slam of the door behind us. The tunes of the world playing as the sights that surround us. Standard image of training club members, sports bags tossed haphazardly, and the sprinkling of dust entrapped in the sun rays. All topped off with the smell of sweat as the flags hang around proudly above. Oh my god, sorry. The sense of sporting pride being a hard-pressed thing to avoid. Sneaking a peek towards Kyoko, the sense of fright stands crisp in her face. A quick look now, becoming a concerned stare as she notices my gaze from the corner of her eye. Her cheeks quickly glowing red in response. A pair of roses.
What's that look for?
My look? You're the one who looks like you've just wet yourself. Is something wrong? You actually didn't.
No. It's just, you know.
She hasn't been here a while.
I used to come here. Some of these people, they'll notice me.
But, okay. A sudden look on her face, her own feelings of hesitance cross a bridge between us, rising up the urge to make her smile once again. To be there for her. It'll be okay. Naomi's here, right? She won't let anyone put pressure on you.
I'll be fine. It should be okay. I want to see her.
Determination flowing through her voice, Kyoko takes a step ahead of me. Continue our walk towards a pack of students huddled on the side of the track. Her hair still flowing graciously down her back as I trail behind her, a river of chocolate meandering down her athletic figure. The sight of her newfound resolve, beautiful under ambient sunlight.
What's she doing over there?
She's looking for you. Wait.
Ugh. Kyoko!
Watching Kyoko turn her face. Her hair is twirling in the air around her as her face lights up in shock. I could swear I heard a eh in the distance. Perhaps shouting her name wasn't such a great idea. As Kyoko runs back towards us, the eyes of the hall shift away from their own activities and towards the three of us. The two girls in the limelight and some unknown guy besides them.
Why are you over here?
I was getting changed.
Now forgoing her sweater, either trying to cool off or a half-assed attempt at getting dressed. Naomi stands with her eyes averted away. Hair hanging gently beside her ears, glints of sweat graces crimson her cheeks. The sight before me is nothing but beautiful. Her lip quivering as she bites against it gently, anticipating Kyoko's response. Pouting, Naomi turns towards me sharply, her puffy cheeks quickly shifting to a look of annoyance as she wipes the sweat off her brow. A moment's hesitance as we stare towards one another, a brief moment to catch the look of resolve in the gems of her eyes. Lapis Lazuli.
Get her to talk to me.
Kyoko, talk to her.
We should probably get going to the station.
You're right. A layer of ice still between them, yet the warm look of nervousness coating their faces doesn't make a dent to melt it. The redness blushed mutually between them as their eyes shy away from one another. Falling to the floor as we begin tracing our way to the gym. Out of the gym. Steps still to take and restore the bond between them, yet the path seemingly short as a cool spring wind greets us. Stepping stones forward as the two girls still move forward, their hearts resolved to make things right again. Rocking across the rails, the train carriages slowly shake side to side, the clang of the wheels across the bare metal of the track below screaming out amidst the idle sound around us. Conversations of commuters calling out, taking up the space and the silence between the three of us. Kyoko on one side and Naomi on the other, the three of us squeezed into a cramped carriage. A dream for most guys, essentially between two cute girls, let alone having Naomi's neck brushing up against my shoulder. Now that I'm not actually in the situation, it's not at all as great as I imagined. Not so long ago, she quipped the thought of sitting next to me. That she didn't want to be seen with me, or that we looked too close. Now, if anything, she's leaning against my shoulder, fidgeting with her fingers nervously as the silence between the three of us continues to prolong. Veering her eyes away from our direction, as if to avoid eye contact with either of us. It's a cute sight, her hair flowing gently against her blossom cheeks, her timid nature stripping away as the prior brandish. Oh my goodness. She really does have a girlish side.
Do you have any idea what we're going to do when we get there?
Suddenly speaking out, her words startled me out of my trace. I continued peering towards her, my own reaction chained to hers as she jumps back to fright. No, I didn't.
I asked him earlier. He doesn't have any sense of organization.
I see here. Turning towards Kyoko, yet another reddened face, I speak out towards her. What do you have in mind, then?
I don't mind. I'm just happy to be here.
She said she don't know. Her eyes now on Naomi, the tension between them grows. The first sparks of conversation slowly warms the frost between them.
Me too.
They're gonna get along together, grilling me. That's what it is. And it all ends so suddenly.
Still, you should have thought of something. Idiot.
Why is it my fault? Don't you two remember what you used to do together?
He really is an idiot.
Join in their passion of grilling me. Yo, that's so funny, because I said grilling and it was actually true. That he said the same thing. The laughter echoes out around us, a force against the urban symphony, and the train slowly screeches to a stop. The two of them joining in as we head to leave the train.
Really though, what are we going to do?
Now saying in what is, for all intents and purposes, the middle of nowhere, a slight breeze brushes past us, gently rocks Naomi's hair as each strand shimmers under the light. Kyoko, still looking downwards, unfazed as she twirls her own in her fingers. Let's go to the cafe.
There? Again? Can't you be a little more creative? Or fork out some money to take us somewhere better.
Do you really expect me to pay for you? What do you think this date is? What do you think this is? A date?
No.
Oh, sorry.
She's right though. We always go to the cafe.
True. It's not like that there's anywhere else.
Fine.
If I'm good at athletics and she's good at science, is being a dork your specialty?
Hey, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here.
No, I was joking. Let's just go to the cafe.
Despite the suggestion being made on the fly, what with the cafe seeming like a second home now, the two girls take a place next to each other as a nearby sofa. Naomi's meek attempt at getting closer to Kyoko quickly shot down by a shy expression across the timid scientist's face. Seeing them so awkward is beyond adorable.
You!
Yeah. Ew.
What? Where do you want me to look?
I don't know. Just play with your phone or something.
And what are you two going to do?
We'll figure something out. That's what science is about.
Really? Sitting there idly, no response in sight, the two girls sheepishly divert their eyes. Our orders quickly come into a midst of their bashfulness. Two coffees and a juice. I'm guessing this is mine then.
Hey!
Laughing aloud, a smile quickly creeps upon Naomi's face, soon after followed by Kyoko's. Both trance in happiness as time continues to flow onward. Memories of their past now becoming the status quo once again, friends reunited.
Are we really just going to stay here and drink coffee? That seems a little anticlimactic.
What do you mean?
She means we didn't come all this way just to sit down and talk. Aren't we supposed to be having fun?
Okay, Kyoko. This is fun, right?
Let's go to the arcade.
Taking the decision in her own hands, Naomi smiles cheekily towards me in total rejection of my plans. Yet, by the look of Kyoko's face, I couldn't say anyone has any complaints.
Sounds fun.
In the end, as long as they're together, perhaps they'd be happy with doing anything. Greeted by the roaring sound of game machines, funky music, and enthusiastic shouts as citygoers indulge in the atmosphere around us, the three of us find ourselves in a nearby arcade. The two girls lost in awe as they gaze around, wondering what to do as the flashy lights glitter in their eyes. A world of color opens before them. So,
this is a place to have fun. Look!
in her usual bout of enthusiasm, Kyoko points her arms about towards the nearby air hockey table, aglow with a neon blue trim as it flashes brightly in the distance. Square above almost begging us to play as it just remain fixed on the otherwise active world around us surrounding it. Oh my god, sorry. It's not the sort of thing I would expect her to enjoy, but then again, she's always been full of surprises. You do know only two of us can play, right? Why don't you two face each other? Ooh, I don't know about that.
I have a better idea.
How will you both play you?
You versus us.
Oh no. Is that a little unfair? Staring towards me smugly, the flashing lights around us glistening her eyes. The air of competition surrounds her.
Well, it'd be rude to leave you out. Come on, it'll be fun. Are you afraid of getting your ass whooped by two girls?
Excuse me? Yes.
Come on. This way we can all have fun.
Whether it'd be fun is another question, but at the end of the day, having them on the same team isn't a bad idea. To continue throwing logs on the fire and their refound friendship, building up a sense of companionship can only be for the better. Then I'm quite good at air hockey too. There's fun in a challenge. I'm gonna scrape them.
Come
No,
on,
they beat me.
we're almost there.
Almost. He's getting his ass whooped.
The small plastic puck sliding violently across the table. The scoreboard continues to flash in their favor as the gap between us grows ever so steeply. Each blink of the light just another stab into my prior confidence. It's safe to say I was being cocky. The smiles of their faces beam with prowess as the timer counts down to my inevitable demise.
We won.
They busted his ass. Their hands joining in unison, smiles bloom upon their faces before quickly shifting to embarrassment as our eyes connect. The quick moment of embrace over ever so fast. Still, it's nice to see. You don't have to rub it in.
Of course we do. You'll get used to it. We make a great team.
We really do.
Seemingly enough, their past lives fade behind them as a new future awaits, their smiles glowing brighter than the flashing lights around them. Images of their happiness flash before me as they stand across the table, still relishing in the bliss of their win. Peering at the time on my phone is clear enough that we've been out for a while. Time really does fly when you're having fun. We should probably head home. It'll get dark soon.
Why does that matter?
Wouldn't your parents get worried about you?
My parents?
He's right. I can't miss dinner.
Does Naomi not have parents? Taking Naomi's hand, Kyoko skips forward to join me by my side. The three of us ready to put on an end to what has been an enjoyable experience for us all. Let's go. Does Naomi not have parents? Basking in the evening sunlight, piercing the train windows, the usual commotion fills the atmosphere as Kyoko and Naomi remain relaxed on my side. The two of them now together, stuck in a moment of silence as they both peer off in different directions. As her eyes wander around, Naomi's meets mine, a glimpse of sadness within them before her expression shifts to shock. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Kyoko, I have something I need to tell you.
Startled by Naomi's voice, Kyoko breaks away by her trace and peers towards her, embarrassment coating her cheeks with a crimson allure. Here we go.
I'm sorry.
Sadness overwhelms Naomi as her eyes begin to glint under the dimming evening light. Her brow now furrowed, the happiness she's previously exhibited throughout the day is nowhere to be seen.
What?
Don't pretend like you don't know. I'm sorry for not being there for you. I'm sorry for not trying harder to be your friend again. Today made me realize what I'd missed. How much I enjoy spending time with you.
This feels very bromance-like.
So, I'm sorry.
Turning my head to Kyoko, silence spans the space surrounding us. Before the sound of sniffles break the tension between us. A look of confusion quickly become engulfed in sorrow as tears stream down her pink cheeks.
It's really okay. I enjoy spending time with you too. Today has been fun.
Watching the two of them like this, I can't help but feel a little emotional too. The bonds between their hearts, too strong to have ever been broken. Even after all this time, they're still friends.
I'm sorry too, for not understanding.
It's okay, really. It's my fault.
With a smile, Naomi stands from her seat, albeit knocked off, bounced slightly as the rocking of the carriage. Kyoko follows suit, the two of them staring blankly towards one another. They're gonna hug, aren't they? Before joining in an embrace, their hearts finally at ease. Watching in silence the two girls before me, I'd be lying if I didn't admit I'd taken a liking to them. That I consider them part of my school life. It's strange to think, not so long ago, I was a complete stranger to the two of them. A classmate, just another guy. Now, I'm proof to an emotional reunion in their hearts. The reaffirmation of their friendship. It's nice. Kyoko, Naomi, together in a reignited friendship, and me. 3 of us, heading back home under the blissful event sunlight. It's an image I cherish. As much as I don't want to break up, your special moment is our stop.
Right.
Wow, that was great, wasn't it? He's right, I can't miss dinner.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, we are done. I think that's it for tonight. I think that was a good session. I think that was nice. That was really nice. Maybe I should. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I guess that's it then. We're on to the next day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next episode. I promise I'll be here tomorrow. Alright, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow.